Hey guys, this is my out-of-theater action for Red 1, a new Christmas action-adventure film starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus. The basic premise is The Rock is in charge of the security operation, basically the security forces that keep Santa Claus safe all year round, especially during the Christmas season. Of course, J.K. Simmons Santa Claus ends up getting kidnapped by some evildoers, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's trying to find him. He learns that a hacker, the great white hacker known as Chris Evans, is responsible for finding the location and information about J.K. Simmons Santa Claus that it leads to him getting kidnapped, and so The Rock has to capture Chris Evans, and they have to go on an adventure to try to rescue them, and hijinks ensue. Guys, I'm not going to beat around the bush with this one. This movie is bad. Is it the worst film of the year? No, there are several worse movies, that came out this year. Things like Argyle and Rebel Moon and Madam Web. There's a ton of bad films. The thing with this movie is it's forgettable. Every aspect of it is forgettable, from the story to the characters to the action scenes to the general spectacle. There's nothing remarkable about it. It's a completely, thoroughly unremarkable movie that feels like it should have gone to a streaming service like Netflix or Amazon. People were joking. That's what this movie felt like. It's like, why are they bringing this movie to theater? Wasn't this made by a streaming service? It should be there. So, yeah, all the trailers pretty much indicated what this movie would be, which is just a generic CGI slop fest with The Rock playing the same character he's been playing, it feels like, for the past 15 years. I'm just kind of sick of this character he's been playing. Generic, smoldering action man. There's no depth to him. He's doing the same exact things that he's done in the Fast and Furious franchise and things like Jumanji. It's time and time again. It's just the same thing. Chris Evans, who is a good actor. He's a great actor, who has done, he was, of course, a wonderful Captain America, did a great job as Steve Rogers, and he's had other great performances in films over the years, things like Snowpiercer, of course, or, kind of after his Marvel tenure, doing things like Knives Out. He's one of the best things about that movie. He's got to fire his agent. Like, he is in a completely thankless role as just, smarmy, funny hacker guy who's on the naughty list, and he has to do that. J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus, which sounds great on paper, is completely wasted in the film. He's not really giving anything interesting to do, and he's not really in it all that much. And yeah, the whole spectacle, the action part of the movie, which I imagine is why a lot of people would go to the theater for, it's just, none of it's really all that great. It's all really bland and boring. It's stuff that you've seen 1,000 times before. As soon as you see it, you forget about it. I literally just got out of the film, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, and I'm already forgetting a lot of aspects of it. It's just dull. And that's the other thing about the film too. It's just kind of dull and boring. There's not enough there even to really make fun of. It's a film that should have just gone to a streaming service, is very much at home at the $5, Walmart Blu-ray bin. That's where it belongs. And yeah, there's so many other better alternative Christmas movies to check out, whether it be classics like Gremlins or Silent Night, Deadly Night, or even more recent ones. Watching this movie, it actually made me think about how much I appreciate Violent Night, which came out a few years ago of David Harbour, which was pretty much Die Hard of Santa Claus, and how that movie was just so small in scale, but when it had action, when it had a little bit of spectacle, it actually worked really, really well. And they leaned into the violence of it all too, which made it great. Very bloody film. And David Harbour was really charming, really likable, really interesting as Santa Claus. You were invested in him. And then they, populated the movie with some fun supporting characters. Like this movie, which is trying to be the biggest thing ever, the biggest Christmas action adventure extravaganza, it ends up just being one of the most generic ones. It's so safe. It's such a safe movie. It has no teeth. It has no grit. It's just blah. That's what it is. It's just generic, goopy blah. That's exactly how I would describe Red 1. Not the worst movie of the year. There's definitely worse things out there, but it is one of the most forgettable bad movies of the year. But what about you guys? What did you think of Red 1? Are you kind of tired of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Would you like to see him do something different or go away for a while? Would you want him to stop pissing in water bottles? That'd be nice. Chris Evans, fire your agent, man. Do some smaller independent films or something. I think you got all that Marvel money. You're good. Dude, challenge yourself, because I know you have it in you. You can do it. And J.K. Simmons, J.K. Simmons, you know, he'll pop up in something, he'll be good, but, you know, it's just like, it's a paycheck. And there's some other people in the movie you don't give a shit about. You don't care about, Jeff. But yeah, that's my out-of-theater action for Red 1. Check out better alternative Christmas films. There's so many out there right now. Go see Heretic instead. That's a really good movie. I recommend Heretic, or check out some other upcoming films later this November and December. But yeah, it's my out-of-theater action. I'll see you guys next time.